Greetings. Welcome to Mimi P. LLC, where body safety and confidence are essential to mental health. I'm the author, Mimi P. I'm coming today to tell you about a book I read. The author is a full adult woman, yet she speaks of her experience, her real life experience as a teenager. Listen, we young ladies, as little girls, often yearn our affection and love of our Father, especially when He's not in the home. You wonder what it is and what it would be like. And of course, when He's not in the home, all you want to do sometimes is get away from your mom's rules. They are correct, and she can be loving. Yet, we don't want them rules. And then also there's the curiosity. Yes. And then she went to stay with her father. No, it wasn't a custody battle. It's just that she was determined and the father was willing to do what they needed to do, and the mother just said, okay. No mother that's loving wants to just freely give her child away. And that's not what she was doing. The child was at an age where she figured, okay, you can make some decisions. And that's not a bad thing. But I ask you to be cautious in all sense. Because here it is, this young teenage girl speak of her experience staying with her father. Never did she expect to see the horror. She was warned by a relative, but of course you don't understand. Why would you say that about my dad? But then you come to find out the reality of it all. She speak of how the person said he loved her. She speak how he said, I'll never harm you again. He speaks that, hey, I can't live without you. I've been wanting to be in your life all along. But yet, he mistreated her. He even mistreated her with a title he had that was supposed to be the one of honor and respect. So people don't let the title fool you. So all I'm saying is, we need to be more purposeful in teaching our children. My book, My Body is a Sacrifice. Yes, it has a mother and two daughters on here, but it also applies to the males. If you've seen some of my earlier videos, you've heard me talk about men who've experienced things that they never should have experienced. You hear me say, it's not just male on female or female on male. It's male on male and female on female. Even as young children who's beginning to learn things about their bodies and understand what they like, there is a puberty stage in curiosity. And some children venture into that. But here's the thing. It's inappropriate, the way they do things. My body is a sacrifice. Goes into these things, not deep. It's a light topic that brings in conversations for you. When someone look in the mirror, are they looking to see in shame? Why wouldn't you speak up and tell somebody what one of your loved ones is doing? Can you understand, as a child, their mind is different? Think back as a teenager, you wouldn't do some of the things you did. But what do you do when you have to tell your mom you did what you weren't supposed to? People blackmail. People will lie, assassinate your character, and then they spread around. She said this, she said that. Mothers, protect who you tell, even in your own siblings. Sometimes family be the worst. And children do love their family. And they don't want to be seen as somebody who's tattered, unclean, filthy, nasty. But also understand what you say. Even somebody else hears it and then use them as a mark. So we got to cover our children in every way. Use my body as a sacrifice to have a conversation, even about the clothing you wear, how you present yourself, No, nobody got no excuses for touching nobody. But also understand what you wear draws the attention. What attention are you drawing? And also, you wanted to help children to understand about touch. There is no reason that people need to keep kissing you on your neck. What is that? Why do you need to sit on their lap? Why can't you sit down? Uncle so-and-so don't need you on his lap. Sit down. Why do they need to keep touching your leg or your knee? There's no need. Why do they need to keep rubbing on your arm? No need. Why you need in the car? Do you need to sit all up under them? You're in the car. In here, it also talks about drug use. And you'd be surprised how people use drugs to get children to do what they want to do. But it's important for you to understand and talk to your children. People use those drugs, even at the earliest age. A lot of our children in elementary have already had some type of drug. It's not just a party, just to have fun. You should be able to have a party without having to take drugs to enjoy yourself. If you're going to dance, can't you dance? People say, well, I enjoy myself more. Ask all of those who have experienced situations where somebody took the drug or alcohol for the wrong use. And then understand, a lot of teenagers and adults use alcohol and drugs to deaden their memory. They don't want to remember what has happened. Some have mental illnesses that has nothing to do with some kind of physical abuse or sexual abuse. But then there are some that do. But also, when you want to get into the topic and how somebody can mistreat somebody and be a family member, check out my book, The Parental Instructor's Guide of My Body as a Sacrifice. To keep it simple, I use biblical narratives to talk about that. How family members plot together to harm someone and how it affects the family. And then it carries into a society. The book I read was so hard and it was explicit. And I have no fault with the author putting it that way. So you could understand what she go through. And you say, well, why did she continue? Because of the situation of mental abuse and physical abuse. To make someone feel that they have no hope in life, but this is set for them. And they wish they had a cane, but they don't know how to get out. And I'm also going to say, if you know someone who's been through this, please don't shame them. Don't talk about them behind their back or in front of their face. And be careful who you talking to and saying the names that you say. You want to protect your children. And if your children come, get them the help. National Children's Hospital here in Columbus offer help. And I've contacted another hospital, finding out children's hospitals do counseling to help the children. The adult, that's a decision they made. And yes, there is correction that must be done. If you just let it go, then you're the aunt who sees someone coming in and not saying that, knowing what your brother do. You're the mother, the sister, the brother, the cousin. Watch that person. Yes, somebody can make a mistake, but that's more than a mistake. And sometimes you don't have the evidence to go to the law. But let your first priority be to help that child. Show that child some love. That child don't want a hug and a kiss. They may not be able to handle that affection. Bring some laughter to them. Ask them, do they want to talk? My thing is, the story was hard. I'm asking you to read the book, My Body is a Sacrifice. What it's saying is keeping it safe. It's honorable. Don't just say, well, you at this age, oh, well, because you don't know. And sometimes parents, you hear them saying, oh, that person is so fast, she's so fast. Or He's so cute. He got plenty of girlfriends, but you don't know how he's acting. Be cautious who your daughters date. Be cautious against the parents. I bring you awareness. You can always try to find out who the author is by searching things on the internet. But I am promoting that you buy my book and start that conversation. Get that help. Get that counseling. And parents, it's hard. It's rough. You may need help too. But the best thing to do is never to say it. You done that. You made your choice. Live with it. The best thing to do is to help that child be able to overcome. To wipe it out their memory, I think that's kind of cruel for someone to expect. But I'm saying, get the guidebook and the parental guide. My body is a sacrifice. Talk to your children. There are questions in here to make the conversation come real. And you don't have to wait for them to be teenagers. Children are much faster in development than we were when we were younger. I suggest 10 to 12 starting this conversation, or even younger. But also, make sure you talk to your children even now so they can know that they're safe in the home. What if one of your children, be it male or female, went over his mother or father's house and came back and said one of them inappropriately touched? I have more extensive information on Facebook under Mimi P. LLC. And we talk about codes and making out a line of how you're going to act, an outline. What's your behavior? Remember, the child does not want to cause more harm. The child just want to be able to have a peace of mind and feel safe and know what they said was valid and appreciated and that action was taken. Understand, your first response can be the worst response. And then you need to talk to that child. The child may not want to speak of it. That's where help comes in. Insurance companies do offer some help. There's counselings at your job. They usually post it on the wall, but there's help. And I ask you, be more involved and intentional with your children. Are you of some religion? Be active there. Don't just drop your child off. See what they're doing. Are they in sports? Go more than just to the football games or the basketball games or to the recitals of an instrument. Go more than just the day that they present the cakes and the pies. Get and see who they're interacting with as their teachers, their coaches. Who is their favorites? Have your children have a conversation. Who's your favorite? Your coach is always doing it. So-and-so is always their favorite. So-and-so always their favorite. All of a sudden your child become favorite. Why? Go. When you talk to people, talk to them face to face, eye to eye. You can't always see anything, but maybe you can see something. Did your child's behavior change? But if that child be somewhere with another parent and they ask for you, listen to them. Don't just say, oh, baby, I can't. Listen to them more intense. Give them a code. Something that they can say that I need to stop right now. I say it over and over because it needs to be done. People are telling me, oh, I see, yeah, I know about that book. I know this, I know that. This happened to so-and-so or this happened to me. But I don't hear people saying, hey, I'm 2 or 3 times a week, I'm teaching mine. They older now, and we going through it once a month. I volunteered as so-and-so to help teach the children in the organization that we in or the religious classes that we're in. Let's keep our children safe. There never should be. We're an estimated 60,000 cases in America a sexual abuse is reported for our children. And those young parents, listen, young or older, who have children going to daycare, that's where some of it is starting. Ask your child, how somebody touch you today? Where did somebody touch you? Well, did somebody kiss you today? Where did they kiss you? And make it often. Make it often. Also, I say, please put on your refrigerator the teen and suicide hotline number. So many of our teens and young adults, the highest rate is from 15 to 24-year-olds commit suicide. Put it there. If it's not your child in danger, it may not be in danger for now. We never know. But it may be a relative. Give them that number. You know, they got these phones, they taking pictures of everything. Put some pictures around it. So it look like when they taking a picture, they taking a picture of granddaddy, grandmama, some great artwork. But let's be there for our children. Let's be there for our grandchildren, nieces, nephews, and the neighbor's child. Let's be proactive, that they may be more sound in mind. And that peace. Peace is when there's calmness, for you feel safe. Again, I'm the author, Mimi P., of the book, My Body is a Sacrifice, and also of the Parental and Instructor's Guide to My Body is a Sacrifice. Please order Dorian's Publishing Company. Amazon, you're going to pay the same price. It's just the author gets less money. But I want to remind you, let's keep our children safe. For mental health is a wonderful thing. Have a blessed day.